Hey, what's up today, man? We're gonna just start a little building. My earth, which is my Virgin Mary, which is my baby mother, which is my son's mother, my lifeline wanted to talk about. She wanted me to get started with my preaching or whatever. So we're gonna start preaching.
I want to hear what you think
I
about where
call
we
my
come from.
woman the Virgin Mary because I believe I am God. I ain't the God that created everything. I'm the God that He created. And everybody ain't God. But everybody could be God if y'all would listen and try to learn the knowledge of self. First, you got to get a firm knowledge of self, which is the knowledge of self. What is the knowledge of self? The knowledge of self is the highest understanding you're going to get besides love, which is love. You can tie all of that in together. All right. The first thing you need to understand is if we was created in His image, what is His image? This black man with these dreads, that's what you're going to judge me off of? No, 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 no. We can't prove nothing except that God had a mind. And the only reason we can prove that because He thought of everything. And where does the thought manifest? In the mind. Where is the mind? The mind ain't the brain. You can't prove that. The mind is the Holy Spirit, the inner God within us, which is our conscience. That's what be talking to us, telling us, nah, don't do it. Yeah, do it. That's God telling you what to do. And who is God? That's you. That's you telling you what to do. Why can you tell yourself that? Because God created us with the ability to think, with the ability to obtain a mind, to have a mind. I can blow your brains out. I always say that. I can blow a nigga brains out quick. But can I blow your mind out? Have I ever seen a mind just get blown out? No, but I can blow your mind. And you listen to this, it might blow your mind. So go ahead and let me have this mental stimulation with you. All right, we came from Adam. Not Eve. We came from Adam. Why was this man's name Adam out of everything? Atom is a molecule. You gotta have an atom to have anything which is in existence. So why not name the first man Adam? But why do we have to start messing with the way words is pronounced and words is spelled? We are atoms. We all atoms. We all come from atoms. You can say, oh, I gave you a rib or something. No, we gave you an atom, which is an ATOM, a live teaching of man. That's what we is on right now. And that's my own little breakdown of an atom. It's a live teaching of man. That's what a man come to do, is to teach you about a man. Because the knowledge is a man in the supreme mathematics, which is one. That's the first thing in existence is a man, knowledge. We come to bring wisdom to the earth. That's what God came to do. We came to spread the wisdom to the earth. And the only way we could do that is that we came up with something to manifest our knowledge. And that's wisdom. We could have never got this far if it was just an atom. That's where Eve was created. We have to design something to therefore shine our light, which we're the sun, S-U-N, not S-O-N. We just changed the spelling again. It's always what the Caucasian came and did after the big head scientist grafted the Caucasian, which is the white male. And ain't nothing wrong with being white. A lot of our first-skinned brothers know we got a little bit of Caucasian in us, which we was grafted, which probably about 97% of the world is grafted. I ain't get the statistics on it. But I'm going to say about 97% of the world got something in it, unless you just full-blood original man, which is Africa. We come from the earth, which is Africa. We come from the east. But all of this shit was connected. The whole world was connected before the Big Bang Theory. And that's what separated all of us. And eventually we started getting our tans and we started getting our color. Our hair started changing. And that was all to condition us with the livings of where we chose to live, where we broke off to. And a lot of us, dark-skinned and our us brothers, we was over there in Africa, which is a hot climate. So we was in the sun getting a tan 24 years out of the 24 hours out of the day, 52 weeks out of the year. We was getting a tan. So we was baking. That's why we're not just hairy human beings, because we never have to shield ourselves from the winter. We always have to protect ourselves from the sun. That's why we got melanin in our skins. That's why the Caucasian man has to use something called sunblock to block the radiance from the sun, because it gets too strong and it'll get to burn them, because they're not original. And I'm not saying just because you're not original and you aboriginal don't mean that you're not a person, you're not a human being. We are humans. It was just God knew that we all couldn't be one. We had to be diversified. That's where we came with the color. We all was one speaking original language. I can't tell you what that language is. We'll have to go back to the beginning of time. That'll be another day. But we all spoke original language. Just say that in the Bible. God seen everybody being the same, how he designed us to be. So we was all just spreading the gospel. And before the gospels even came, we were spreading science. We was just teaching people the laws of the land. Not to breed with a man, because you can't do that, which Sodom and Gomorrah tried, and you see what happened to them. We just taught our whiz what the laws of the land was, and then we came with an understanding. When we start breaking down the laws of the land and we start building and we start becoming one with each other, we came with an understanding. And what an understanding is love. The highest form of understanding is called LOVE. And that's what you get out of a son or a daughter. Something that we created. God put something in the Virgin Mary, and we come out with either Jesus or Rebecca or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It can either be man or woman. That's when the atom splits and it goes into what a man and a woman, when we procreate. We'll get on that in a different topic. Okay, so when we see that we got this power to create a life, that's when we get an understanding and a love and a bond, which is no other. Because right now, if we only have one more breath to live, and it was up to you or your son or your daughter, your offspring to get it, off top, we're going to always pick our offspring because it was designed for us to be. Our offspring is supposed to bury us. We were never supposed to bury the offspring. That's where the world started reversing. I don't know where the hell we just wasn't living right. If God didn't say it was your time, you wouldn't die like at birth or like as an infant and a toddler. We all supposed to be burying our parents. We're all supposed to live. And if we did live according to Genesis, which we put the vegetation, God put all this vegetation on this earth for us to consume. Not to be chopping up and selling to people that has knowledge of self that wants to ingest it into our body. No, it's for all of us to be ingesting. That's why meat takes so long to break down in the body. We were never supposed to be carnivores. Even if you look in the prehistoric times, even some of the dinosaurs, the biggest of the dinosaurs, grew up off leaves. That's how they got big and strong. Popeye always ate his spinach. He didn't go bust down a hamburger to get big and strong. He ate his spinach. Vegetation, it was all of science letting us know that we got to put healthy vegetation, which breaks down 6 hours, 4 hours in our system. We already digesting it, which unlike meat, some meat 24 hours, some meat 72 hours, still sitting in our valves, which produces colon cancer, prostate cancer, something that us black men, because we love red meat, niggas love to eat T-bones and all that. Nah, we just clogging our arteries, man. So when we go back to living how we was designed in the Old Testament, with the locks and the bird and being who we are, instead of trying to change our image with this old processed hair and trying to look like him or her for the world, because the world don't accept the 5% that's coming that's righteous. It's the 85%. It's a real prejudice. They gonna prejudge you before you even enter the door. You off top getting judged, and that's what only God can judge you. So only we can judge ourselves. We look in the mirror. That's where we build high self-esteem and low self-esteem. When you in a high self-esteem and you living in that lower, in that higher self, which is godly, which is heaven, Zion, Nirvana, whatever we trying to do, that's extreme happiness. When you feel up about yourself and you feel up about your capabilities, which we can do anything that's designed on this earth. We design everything, the original man. We came up with everything. And all of this stuff was designed for us to come up with it. God created us. First, he created the universe. He had to create that. The sun and the earth. That's what we need to be studying. Sun, earth, and the moon.
Because that's what it's all about. Because if this sun didn't have this earth, which this man didn't have this woman, we can never have these other solar systems. We can never have the solar system, these other planets. These planets come from when the sun and the earth. It all came from that. Then we came with the Pluto, the Neptune, the Mars, and we all from the earth though. But I bet you it's some unidentified extracurricular people on another earth living life just like us, believing in God too. But they probably believing in the solar system and respecting the sun, the stars, and the moon. That's what we all should respect. That's the sun's light. That's the sun's. We need that. We need light to grow. Why do you think we call the woman earth? Because she's the only thing that can produce life. What's the earth? The earth always produces life. Look at all this life. The earth produces all this. We couldn't be nothing without none of this. So that's why we have to respect the earth. But if the sun was to leave this earth right now, this earth would never live without the sun. So the earth gotta always respect that the sun is the first thing in existence, and y'all gotta respect us as our godliness, and we gotta respect y'all as our Virgin Mary, so y'all can produce Jesus. If not, y'all just another person in the Bible. Y'all could be a harlot if y'all want to. We had them in the Bible, and some of y'all niggas, y'all could be faggots, because we had them in the Bible too before we destroyed them all. And hey, some of y'all players, we did that shit too. We just had concubines. We'll get into all of that on one of the next videos. But this was just a breakdown of what we is. We came from Adams. We all sons. Or it's men, or that's why we are mother's son. And our women, we look at y'all as Earths. Some of y'all is Venuses though, because some of y'all just imitate the Earth, but y'all just can't produce life. And we'll get on to the next video, and we'll get deeper into what I talked about and built about on this session. But the only way we can get deep is if we get feedback. Maurice, do you have anything like the Virgin do? The Virgin Mary got anything to say about like why do she think she a earth, or why do I think she's a earth, or why do I think that it's only one God? We can twist it up and name them whatever we want. That's when
you just broke it all down.
Races. She said I just broke it all down.
You did. Piece by piece.
I try to break everything down to the simplest form.
That's why I don't got
Yeah, we ain't got to recook this shit. This is straight crack coming at you. So listen. The next video, man, just tune in, man. I'm looking for some subscribers, man. I'm trying to get my subscribers, man. Because I think this is my calling Trina. I think that's her name. Well, I'm going to call her Trina since we familiar with that name. You the first person that told me I need to get my voice out there, man. And I always looked at Bob Marley as my role model, man. I'm just trying to spread my voice. Maybe I'm the messenger, just like the great Elijah Muhammad and the rest of them, man. So I'm going to just keep on spreading my message if I keep on having people that's interested in the message that I spread. So everybody, man, I'm wishing y'all love, happiness, and peace. Man, love, life, and unity, man. One love, man. Bless it up. Rastafari. God bless everybody, man. And have a good day, man. Y'all tuning in to Lord Lee's channel, Raising Jah's Reason.